The world woke up to a dramatic headline: U.S. Navy deploys to protect Philippines' $26 trillion gas discovery. The news raced across TV screens and social media feeds. Tension gripped the region as warships cut through the waves. Searchlights swept the dark waters of the South China Sea. Everyone knew something big was happening. Sirens sounded on Navy vessels. Crew members rushed to their stations. Their eyes scanned the horizon for any sign of trouble. The air crackled with urgency and uncertainty. Tensions between the Philippines and China had reached a boiling point. In the crowded harbors of Manila, families gathered around radios and phones. They listened for updates, feeling both fear and hope. The fate of a nation, and perhaps the balance of power in Asia, hung in the balance. Beneath the blue-green waters off the coast of Palawan lies a treasure like no other. Scientists estimate the value of the newly discovered gas fields at $26 trillion. The numbers are almost too big to imagine. That's more than the annual GDP of entire continents. This gas reserve could transform the Philippines' fortunes overnight. The fields stretch for miles under the sea, untapped, untouched, and full of promise. Experts say there is enough natural gas to power the country for decades. This discovery sparked dreams of wealth, jobs, and national progress. For many Filipinos, it was a chance to finally break free from poverty. But such riches also attract powerful rivals. Now, the world's eyes are fixed on these waters. The gas fields have become the center of a fierce struggle, one that could shape Asia's future for generations. For years, the Philippines has struggled with high energy costs and frequent blackouts. The country relies heavily on imported oil and coal. This makes electricity expensive and unreliable. Ordinary families feel the pinch every month. The new gas find could change everything. It offers a path to energy independence. If the Philippines can tap these resources, factories could run longer. Lights could stay on in every home. New industries could rise, offering hope to millions. The government sees the gas fields as a chance to boost the economy. More money from energy means better schools, hospitals, and roads. It could lift millions out of poverty and create a stronger, more resilient nation. But with so much at stake, the pressure is on. The world is watching to see if the Philippines can turn this promise into reality, or if outside forces will take it away. China claims almost the entire South China Sea, including the area where the gas was found. Beijing points to old maps and historic rights. Chinese ships have patrolled these waters for years. Their presence is constant and intimidating. As news of the gas broke, China quickly sent more ships. Coast Guard cutters and even Navy destroyers showed up. Chinese officials warned against unilateral actions by the Philippines. The message was clear: China wants control. Filipino fishermen reported being chased away from their own waters. Sometimes, Chinese ships used water cannons. Other times, they simply blocked access. The tension grew with each passing day. Now, with the U.S. Navy involved, the risk of a clash has never been higher. The world wonders, how far will China go to defend its claims, and how will the Philippines respond? This week, American warships arrived in force. Guided missile destroyers and aircraft carriers took up positions near the gas fields. U.S. Navy officers stood on deck scanning the sea with binoculars. Their mission was clear: protect the Philippines and its precious resource. The sight of the U.S. flag flying on the horizon brought relief to many Filipinos. For years, Manila has relied on its alliance with Washington. Now, that partnership is being tested like never before. Tensions flared as Chinese vessels approached. American and Chinese ships maneuvered within sight of each other. Every move was watched by satellites and drones overhead. The world held its breath. Back in Manila, government leaders thanked the U.S. for its support. Yet everyone knew the stakes were enormous. A single mistake could spark a wider conflict. As the crisis deepened, world leaders scrambled to respond. Diplomats from Japan, Australia, and the European Union called for calm. They urged China and the Philippines to talk, not fight. The United Nations held emergency meetings to discuss the growing danger. In Washington, the president met with top advisors. They weighed the risks of confrontation against the need to support an ally. The White House sent a strong message. The Philippines is not alone. Beijing, meanwhile, accused the U.S. of provocation. Chinese leaders demanded that foreign ships leave what they called Chinese waters. The rhetoric grew sharper by the day. The world watched, anxious and uncertain. Would diplomacy win the day, or would warships decide the outcome? The South China Sea is more than just a battleground for gas. It's actually a crossroads for global trade, with trillions of dollars worth of goods passing through every single year. Whoever controls these waters, well, they hold great power. For the Philippines, the risk is clear. Losing control of the gas fields would mean lost wealth, and honestly, lost hope. For China, backing down could weaken its claim over the sea. For the United States, failure to protect an ally would shake its standing across Asia. Experts warn that even a small incident could spiral out of control. A collision, a misfired warning shot, really, any of these could trigger a crisis. Yet the rewards for peace are just as great. Shared development could lift millions out of poverty. Each country faces some tough choices. The next moves will shape not only the region, but the world. Right now, American and Filipino ships patrol side by side. Their radars sweep the waves day and night. Chinese vessels remain close, watching every move. Tensions simmer just below the surface. Diplomatic talks continue in Manila and Beijing. Both sides say they want peace, but neither will back down. The United States State Department has offered to broker further negotiations. The United Nations is standing by, ready to help. On the ground, Filipino fishermen venture out carefully. They look to the horizon, hoping for calm seas and a safe return. The world's media keeps a close watch, reporting every new development. For now, the standoff holds, but the situation remains fragile. The next few days could decide the future of the region. In villages along the coast, hope and fear mix in equal measure. For years, people dreamed of a better life. The gas discovery offered that chance. Now, the threat of conflict hangs over every family. Fishermen pray for safety. Mothers worry about their children's future. Students talk about jobs and opportunities that could come from the gas fields. But everyone knows peace is the only path forward. Leaders urge unity and patience. They promise to defend the nation's rights while seeking a peaceful solution. Across the islands, church bells ring for peace. As warships circle and diplomats talk, the Filipino people wait. All they want is a chance to build a brighter future, free from fear and rich in promise. The world holds its breath as the drama unfolds. The gas fields beneath the South China Sea could bring wealth and progress to millions, but they also carry the risk of conflict and loss. The United States Navy stands guard, a symbol of support and strength. China remains determined, unwilling to give ground. The Philippines is caught in the middle, brave, hopeful, and determined to protect its future. The days ahead will test leaders and nations alike. The hope for peace is strong, but so are the fears of war. For the people of the Philippines, everything is at stake. Tonight, as ships patrol the dark waters, the world waits for a sign. Will this be a story of conflict or a triumph of peace and cooperation?